I will give the coaching hat to her as much as she wants, to be quite honest. So, we're going to play around with it a little bit. It'll be fun to... I think you've seen it with the Fever. She's been very active on the sideline when she wasn't playing, so we'll utilise that as well.
Sandy Brondello just said really nice things about Caitlin Clark that would make any coach wish they had her on their team. And Stephanie White is probably watching all this happen and feeling pretty annoyed about it. The coach of the New York Liberty team is talking about letting Caitlin be like a coach and tell other players what to do during games. This is getting really interesting super fast. But before we talk about this coach drama, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think Stephanie White is secretly really mad about all the nice things other coaches are saying about Caitlin?
So lads, every single team in the WNBA wants Caitlin Clark on their team. Except for maybe.
Well. Here we are again with another story about everyone loves Caitlin Clark. Except maybe her own team. And this time, Sandy Brondello is showing everyone how to make another coach look really bad without even trying. Sandy Brondello, the New York Liberty coach who's coaching Team Clark in the All-Star game, just started saying amazing things about Caitlin. That's so crazy good. You'd think she was trying to get her to play for a different team. Oh wait, she probably is. The woman actually said she's going to give Caitlin the coach's hat and let her call the plays during the All-Star game. Meanwhile, Stephanie White, back in Indiana, is probably watching this thinking, wait, I'm the one who's supposed to be coaching her? And this lady is out here giving her my job just for fun.
Coach, obviously Caitlin Clark out of the game, but she's expressed her desire to help you out. From the coaching perspective, have you gotten anything about maybe her traits as a coach?
Yeah, not yet. No, obviously unfortunate about Caitlin's not into this game, but she's going to still have a great impact on this team. I will give the coaching hat to her as much as she wants, to be quite honest. So, we're going to play around with it a little bit. It'll be fun to... I think you've seen it with the Fever. She's been very active on the sideline when she wasn't playing, so we'll utilise that as well.
Let's talk about what Sandy really said because it tells us a lot. She said, I will give her the coach job as much as she wants, to tell you the truth. We're going to mess around with it a little bit. It'll be fun. Now, I don't know about you, but when another coach is talking about your best player like she's already making plans for their future together, that's got to hurt a little bit.
Sounds of the game with Captain Caitlin Clark.
All right, Gabby, you dribble off. Sabrina's gonna come, set you this. You're gonna skip it right when she sets it. Aisha, you're coming to clean her up. We're getting this 4-point shot. Kelsey, where's Kelsey? I like that. You're passing it right to Sabrina. I diagrammed this play. I diagrammed the play.
Sandy is out here treating Caitlin like the basketball smart player she really is. While Stephanie White has been making weird choices about who plays when and putting hurt players back in games, they've already won. You can totally see the difference. It's super obvious. The funniest part is how Sandy keeps saying that Caitlin is going to help the team a lot even when she's not playing. She's basically saying that Caitlin Clark just sitting on the bench helps more than most players who are actually in the game. That's the kind of nice treatment that Stephanie White should be giving her too. But instead, we get mixed up stuff about when players are hurt. Sandy also talked about how much Caitlin helps from the sidelines when she's not playing for the Fever. You know what that tells me? It tells me that even when Caitlin can't play, she still cares more about basketball. Smart. Way more than half the people making choices for her team right now. The Liberty coach is treating this all-star thing like it's a sneak peek of what might happen. She's letting Caitlin be like a boss on the team, letting her help make coaching choices, and basically showing her what it would be like to be on a team that actually thinks her basketball smarts matter. Meanwhile, Stephanie White is probably sitting in Indiana wondering why she never thought to let Caitlin help with coaching stuff. Maybe because she's been too busy not knowing when her players are hurt until the very last minute. The timing of all this nice talk is perfect too, right when people are asking the most questions about Stephanie White's coaching. Here comes Sandy Brown showing everyone how a real coach treats a once-in-a-lifetime player. It's like a perfect example of making someone else look bad without even trying to. Sandy keeps talking about how she's going to use Caitlin's basketball knowledge and leadership skills. That's coach talk for, this player is so good, I'm gonna let her help me do my job. When's the last time we heard Stephanie White talk about using Caitlin's basketball smarts, besides just giving her the ball? The Liberty team has been trying to get Caitlyn to come play for them for a while now.
Liberty? The New York Liberty sent their mascot in. The New York Liberty sent their mascot to try recruit Caitlin Clark. We've never seen that before.
And now their coach is basically trying out to be her future boss. It's like a full team attack, and it's totally working. Sandy's way of doing things is super smooth too. She's not being super obvious about it like some other teams have been. She's just showing Caitlyn what it would feel like to be respected and loved by coaches who actually understand her. No fighting, no mixed up stuff, just pure love for basketball. The difference between this and how the Fever have done things this season is huge. While Stephanie White has been running around trying to explain injuries she didn't even know about and making weird choices during games, Sandy is out here talking about Caitlyn like she's the smartest person in the whole building. And you know what? She probably really is. Caitlin Clark has been playing basketball at a super high level for years, and her basketball smarts are incredible. Any smart coach would want to learn from that knowledge and use it to help their team. Sandy totally gets it. Stephanie clearly doesn't. The fact that Sandy is planning to pick up Caitlyn and let her help coach during the All-Star game is brilliant. It's going to show everyone exactly what the Fever are missing when they don't use her leadership and basketball smarts the right way. This whole thing has to be really bugging Stephanie White. Here's a coach who's won championships, who knows how to work with star players, and who's treating Caitlyn with the respect she should get. All while Stephanie is dealing with injury problems that are a mess and weird game choices. The Liberty players love Caitlyn too. Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart have both shown her crazy respect, and the whole team treats her like basketball royalty.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're good friends. Like, I've been able to talk to her a lot kind of through this, process. And honestly, I've kind of went through something similar in my career. I mean, my first year I didn't play due to injury, and then second year I had like 3 to 4 soft tissue injuries that I was dealing with. And it's kind of, you look back and it's a blessing in disguise because you're able to just learn and grow and, understand it's all part of your journey, and you just got to, continue to figure out what you need in a pro career. And so, just trying to be that kind of soundboard for her and that voice, having gone through something kind of similar, and, knowing obviously it's really unfortunate that we don't have her, but, she means a lot more to the game than just showing up and playing. And I think you're able to see that with just the excitement in Indy right now.
Compare that to some of the way her own teammates and team bosses have treated her, and wow, it's totally different. Sandy said something really interesting about how she was never traded as a player, but now she's super excited about this coaching trade. That tells us a lot. She's making jokes about it, but you can totally see that she's already dreaming about what it would be like to coach Caitlyn every single day.
I don't really care about individual plays.
And I got traded, yes. My son hit me up after he goes, I've created history. This is awesome. I got traded as a coach. But look, I get to coach with Sabrina. I'm on Caitlin Clark's in Indianapolis. I mean, what a great show. So we'll go out.
The Liberty team is in a really good spot to get Caitlyn on their team. If they ever get the chance, they have great players, a great coach, a good team setup, and they're in a big city. They're everything the Fever team wishes they could be. And Sandy's way of handling this All-Star game thing just proves it even more. What's really got to hurt Stephanie White is watching another coach get praised for how they plan to work with Caitlyn. Sandy is getting credit for being smart enough to let Caitlyn help make coaching choices, while Stephanie gets criticized for not using her the right way. The news coverage of Sandy's comments has been really positive too. Everyone's talking about how smart it is to let Caitlyn coach, how great their friendship seems, and how fun the All-Star game is going to be. Meanwhile, Stephanie White's recent news coverage has been about missed injuries and bad decisions. Sandy also talked about how Caitlyn picked her team full of players she knows and likes. That's smart team building, and it shows that Caitlyn has great friendships with players around the league. It also shows that when she gets to choose, she picks positive people who respect basketball. The fact that Caitlyn is more excited about coaching during the All-Star game than she seemed about some regular season games with the Fever probably isn't missed by Stephanie White either. When your best player is more interested in helping another coach than playing for you, that's a problem. Sandy's way of handling this whole situation has been perfect. She's showing respect for Caitlin's skills. She's making the experience fun and interesting, and she's showing what good coaching looks like, all while making Stephanie White's job look harder. By comparison, the Liberty team has been trying to get Caitlyn for a while now. From social media posts to player interactions to now Sandy's coaching masterclass, they're showing off what a good organization looks like. Every comment Sandy makes about Caitlyn being a great leader and having excellent basketball smarts is an indirect dig at how she's been used in Indiana. You don't have to say someone's doing a bad job when you can just show them how to do it right. The timing with all the Fever's team problems makes this even more painful. While Sandy is out here showing how to properly value and use a once-in-a-generation talent, the Fever are dealing with injury communication issues and coaching questions. Sandy's comments about being excited to coach Caitlyn, even in this small way, show what real excitement for great players looks like. When's the last time we heard that kind of excitement from Stephanie White about coaching Caitlyn? The Liberty's entire approach has been about showing Caitlyn what a professional organization looks like from top to bottom. They're showing competence, respect, and basketball intelligence. It's a not-so-subtle recruitment pitch, and it's working. What's really telling is how natural this all seems for Sandy. She's not trying to force anything or make it weird. She's just treating Caitlyn like the basketball genius she is and letting that speak for itself. It's coaching basics, but apparently not everyone got the memo. The fact that Sandy is willing to share coaching duties with a player shows confidence in her own abilities and respect for Caitlyn's knowledge. That's the kind of secure, smart coaching that great players respond to. Meanwhile, Stephanie White is probably wondering why she never thought to tap into Caitlyn's basketball IQ more. Maybe because she's been too busy dealing with the chaos that seems to follow the Fever organization around. Sandy's handling of this situation is going to be studied by coaches and front offices around the league. She's showing how to build relationships with star players, how to use their strengths, and how to make basketball fun and engaging. The media is eating this up too. Every article about the All-Star game mentions how smart Sandy is being and how great her relationship with Caitlyn seems. That's free, positive publicity while highlighting what good coaching looks like. The fact that Caitlyn seems genuinely excited about this coaching opportunity with Sandy is probably the most telling part of all. When your star player is more animated about helping another coach than playing for you, that should be a wake-up call. Sandy's approach is so simple but effective. Treat great players with respect, use their strengths, and make the experience enjoyable. It's not rocket science, but apparently it's rare enough in the WNBA to get this much attention. The Liberty are positioning themselves perfectly for any future opportunity to add Caitlyn to their roster. They're showing her what it would be like to be part of a competent organization with good coaching and smart basketball decisions. Every comment Sandy makes about Caitlyn's leadership and basketball IQ is another reminder of what the Fever could be doing better. You don't have to criticize someone directly when you can just show them how it's done. The contrast between Sandy's excitement and confidence and the chaos surrounding the Fever is stark. One organization looks professional, the other looks like it can't get anything right. The other looks like it's constantly putting out fires. Sandy's willingness to let Caitlyn coach during the All-Star game is going to be must-see TV. It's going to show everyone what happens when you actually use a once-in-a-generation talent properly, instead of just putting them on the court and hoping for the best. This whole situation has to be a learning experience for everyone involved. Sandy is showing how to handle star players. The Liberty are showing what a good organization looks like, and Caitlyn is getting a taste of what it's like to be properly valued and used. The fact that this is all happening during All-Star Weekend, when the basketball world is watching, makes it even more perfect. Sandy is getting to showcase her coaching ability and her relationship with Caitlyn on the biggest stage possible. Sandy Brondello just showed everyone how to properly appreciate once-in-a-generation talent, and Stephanie White has to be feeling some type of way about it. This coaching situation is about to get very interesting. What do you think about Sandy's approach? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more WNBA drama content.